Love isn't just about passion, it's about performance, and sometimes the roles get blurred. Tonight's film is The Duke of Burgundy, directed by Peter Strickland and released in 2014. It was shot for under £1 million, and it made just over $170,000 at the box office. Hardly blockbuster territory, but then cult cinema rarely plays to the crowd. Strickland had already made his name with Katalin Varga in 2009, a revenge film made on a shoestring in Romania, and followed that with Barbarian Sound Studio in 2012, a psychological descent into the world of Italian giallo dubbing. For The Duke of Burgundy, he teamed up with cinematographer Nick Noland and musicians Cat's Eyes, Rachel Zafira and Faris Badwan, who created a score which was steeped in Baroque melancholy. On the surface, it's a tale of Sado-Masochism. Cynthia, the imperious mistress, Evelyn, the submissive maid. But as the rituals repeat, it becomes clear that Evelyn is scripting her own humiliations. And Cynthia, who's weary of the theatre of control, begins to tire of playing the part. Crucially, the film subverts eroticism. There's very little explicit sex. Instead, Strickland explores the emotional dynamics, the compromises and the power imbalances that play out when one partner's desire for ritual collides with the other's emotional endurance. It takes place in a surrealist, self-contained world where men don't exist. The entire village is populated by women, all of them entomologists obsessed with butterflies and moths. This odd, insular background only amplifies the strangeness of the central relationship. And even Cynthia's name is a nod. Cynthia is the scientific name of the painted lady. The characters' shared interest serves as a central motif, reflecting their relationship's beauty and its destructive, almost obsessive nature. Reminds me of The Collector by John Fowles, with that idea of those who preserve dead insects extend their behaviour to collecting and controlling people. The film is visually opulent, often compared to 1970s European sexploitation cinema by directors like Jess Franco. With its muted colour palette, soft focus cinematography and heightened ambient sound design, it creates an intoxicating, dreamlike sensory experience. This art house approach, prioritising imagery, sound motifs and mood over conventional narrative, has seen The Duke of Burgundy recognised as one of the best films of its decade. It's also that rare film with no men in the cast, though if you look closely there are a few uncredited mannequins. Its niche focus on entomology and fetish subculture only adds to its cult status, appealing to a very specific audience rather than the mainstream. Everything about it is gorgeous to look at. The actors, the locations, the house. Classical elegance. It's a real visual feast. What I love about The Duke of Burgundy is how completely it immerses itself in sensuality. It even has a credit for lingerie, as well as perfume. That's how tactile this film is. It wants you to imagine how good it smells. But it's not just surface beauty. It shows the practicalities of relationships, how age takes its toll, the paranoia of middle age, and how even subversive desires can harden into ritual and routine.
Try to have more conviction in your voice next time.
More conviction.
Okay.
That combination of beauty, intellect, sensuality and honesty is why it belongs in Moviedrome. After The Duke of Burgundy, Peter Strickland went on to direct In Fabric in 2018, a surreal horror comedy about a cursed red dress. Cynthia Babak-Knudsen returned to international acclaim, reprising her role in the excellent Borgen, and later appeared in Westworld. Chiara Dana increasingly focused on theatre and teaching. So forget the title. The Duke of Burgundy has no dukes, no castles. It's just two women trapped in the rituals of love. It isn't about fantasy, it's about the cost of keeping desire alive.